Steve here from dailyprofit.com.au. Today I'll be walking you through a very common scam I'm seeing all over social media. I'll reenact the scam, show you step by step how it's done, and show you what you can do to put a stop to it. Betting scams are nothing new, but the scale of them keeps getting bigger and bigger. In the last few years, we have seen many multi-million dollar scams written about in the papers. The Edge Punting Club, which was a Ponzi scheme, took a total of $194 million from investors. Just last week on the Gold Coast, another scam was uncovered, which netted the scammers between $15 and $20 million. These are the big ones that make the papers, but there are hundreds of smaller ones running all the time. Before we get started, let's look at the three basic strategies used in a scam. First strategy is making a connection. The scammer has to make you aware of who they are and what they're selling. This is done via phone calls, emails, social media, websites, referrals, so on. The second step is establishing credibility, and that's what we'll be talking about today, just one of the ways they try to establish credibility. Finally, the third step is playing on emotions to get you to part with your money. The most common way these low-level scammers are using to establish credibility is via the fake Betslip. They are trying to get you to believe they are winning vast sums of money by showing you images and videos of their big winning bets. I'll now show you an exaggerated example of what they are doing. Okay, so here's the scam in action. As you can see, I have logged into my CrownBet account. Here's my name, deposit. Currently I've got $1.6 million in there. And here's my betting statement page. And now this is all real. Look, I am scrolling. Everything's real. I can click on things. It comes up with the bet or not. Okay, so this definitely is real. As you can see, Fremantle versus Adelaide, I had a bet, it lost. But the GWS Giants versus Western Bulldogs at the NAB Cup, CrownBet let me on for $500 million at $1.92 on Western Bulldogs, and it won. So I won $960 million. And look, even if I click here to show you more info, it's all there. So here's my stake, $500 million, which CrownBet let me happily bet. And here's the return, $960 million. Next two bets, didn't go so well. But on an NBL match against the Illawarra Hawks versus Melbourne United, I took Melbourne United plus 4.5 at $12.91. Yep, they gave me great odds. I decided to bet just a little over $500 million. That's just how I roll with NBL. So $511,231,604. That's a big bet at $12.91, and they won. I won $6.6 billion. Is that real? Of course it is. Have a look. Everything's here. At $12.91. At $12.91. It's got a bet receipt, everything's here. My stake, and that $6.6 billion that I won. Now, after I won this bet, Crown called me up and said, well, our entire Crown company, which includes all our hotels in Vegas, all our casinos, everywhere around the world, that's valued at $6.6 billion. So we're just going to give you everything. You own all of Crown now, and I've placed that bet, so it's real. So that's pretty much me. Now, why not follow all my great tips? Just send me $100 and I'll give you tips to win $6.6 billion as well. All right, so you know all that is completely ridiculous. It's an exaggerated example of what these guys do. So next, I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so to show you how it's done now, I'm back in my account. Now all of this is real, and the two bets I did place on the weekend are here. Now Crown won't let me bet anything over $500, well, to win $500. So you can see my two bets here, $543 and $500. I can open these. That one lost. This one won. Now, if I wanted to change this to a bigger bet and take a screenshot or show a video, all I have to do is click anywhere near it, and thanks to Chrome, I can inspect Element. What this allows me to do is change the HTML of the page. So this was created for web developers to be able to create web pages on the fly and see how they would look. So I just have to go and find the line of code, which is here, and it's got the 500 in there, and let's change that to $500,000. Press enter. As you can see here, that's changed. We can change anything, so then we want to change the result, so we'll inspect that element. We might have to open a few things up here. Here it is. So of course, 500,000 at $1.92 becomes 960,000. And with one enter, that becomes what looks like a winning bet. You can change everything. You can do this on an iPhone. So mobile, you can do it for any website, and then they'll take screenshots and everything and put them on social media, and people believe them, which is beyond me how people could believe such a thing. But that's how it's done. Next, I'm going to show you what you can do if you have been scammed, or know someone who has been scammed, or know of any of these scammers anywhere. So now you've seen the scam in action and how it works. Now, what can you do? Your first port of call should be the ACORN, which stands for the Australian Cybercrime Online Reporting Network. You can find it at www.acorn.gov.au. So you come to the site, it takes 5 minutes to fill in the form. You click on Report a Cybercrime. Yep, you're in Australia, you think he's in Australia. Continue. What is it? It's an online scam or fraud. Continue. And then they know this happens a lot, so ask to bet on a sporting event or in a syndicate. Continue. And then you just go through this. There's probably about 6 or 7 questions that you have to answer. It's just clicking. Then it'll ask for as much detail as you want to give. You can do this anonymously. So after you've done that, if you've actually paid the money, make sure to call your credit card company and your bank and try to reverse any payments that have been made. And they will also do this sort of stuff as well for you. So that's one way. Then, of course, post on social media. Copy this video's link and post it under wherever this scam is showing. So if it's on Facebook, just post a link to this video under it in the comment section, and anywhere else on Twitter or on Instagram, just copy the link to this video and post it. That is the Betslip scam. Just remember to be wary of anything you see on the internet, especially when money is involved. It's very easy to trick people. Did you notice I changed my shirt halfway through this video? At the end of the day, it's your money, and you should be doing a heap of research into any sort of investment you're thinking about joining. You can follow me on daily25.com, where I blog about my own betting and my thoughts on how to become a successful punter. I'm also on Twitter at day25, and I also run dailyprofit.com.au, which is a tipping website that not only provides a realistic approach to betting, but we also teach our members how to look out for similar scams. I hope this video was helpful in explaining just one of the many ways scammers are currently trying to trick you into giving them your money.